this week. And I just wanted to, first of all, say welcome to all our new members who have been coming on. Always a pleasure to have you join us. You're in a magnificent community. Oh my goodness, full of just delicious, delightful people. And you have to be one too if you're in this group. So I'm super happy you're here. For those of you who don't know me yet, I am Eva Gregory. I'm the founder of the Successful Spiritual Entrepreneur Group and the Enlightened Business Success Academy, where we help spiritual entrepreneurs. Those are coaches, healers, holistic practitioners, change agents in the transformation arena who are wanting to grow their businesses, scale to six figures and beyond. But what I teach is how to integrate your inner guidance and your energy alignment with the practical business strategies that are working today so that you can create a business that is aligned with your spirit and values, and one that you are being called to, the business that you're being called to do, and to support those of you who are leading the way as catalysts into what I'm now calling this new world reality, because I tell you what, we will not be going back to the way things were before March of 2020. And it's all good. That's going to be another session for another day. But right now, what I want to talk about is how observing what is holds you back from the success that you seek. There is this critical missing piece in the process of creating your own reality and manifesting what you want. And that's as far as your business or in your life. Happens for both, right? It happens. All of the stuff that I teach really works for every area of your life, but I stay laser focused on business because that's what we're here for. You are spiritual entrepreneurs who are here to create successful, enlightened businesses that light up your soul. And if you are like so many people, including me at one point, you've learned about law of attraction, maybe you've learned about inner guidance, and maybe you've been working on your personal development and your spirituality for years now. And yet manifesting what you want in your life or in your business might be spotty at best. Hey, Rachel, good to see you. But you may manifest something some of the time, but maybe you haven't mastered manifesting what you want on a regular, consistent basis. And that is because you are observing what is, rather than envisioning what you want without feeling bad that it's not here yet, right? But feeling good about what can be. Here's the deal. If you are looking at what is, that is not the way that you want it in your business, what you're actually doing is you are looking at your past. Those are based on your past thoughts, your past beliefs, and those past thoughts and beliefs have you manifesting what you have right now. And as you look at the evidence of what isn't working, then you will never get it to work. Okay, so because you are disconnected from your source energy that sees the part of you working well, that sees your life working well, that sees your business being highly successful, when you are looking at that and you're disconnected from it, then there's that missing piece, right? And a lot of times people say, but why is this not working? I'm doing all the quote right things. Well, you can be in action doing all the quote right things, unquote. But if you're not energetically aligned, if you're not focusing on what's possible, if you're focusing on what hasn't worked in the past or what's not working right now, you are holding yourselves back. Okay. So when you look at your current reality and you say, well, I don't see any evidence that it's working, you have highlighted the very thing that is holding folks back from the abundance and the prosperity of so many things that they want to manifest in their lives. But they're noticing the manifestation isn't here. The bank account is empty. The clients aren't coming. The relationships are not a match, right? And it's because they're so concerned about the manifestation and they don't realize the manifestation or the creation is a byproduct of your alignment. Your alignment with your source energy, your alignment with what you want. And how do you know when you're in alignment? So easy. You know because you feel good. Even if what you have is not manifest yet, even if it hasn't been up to this point, you refuse to look at what hasn't been working. And you just, I don't know when, I don't know how, I just know success is my only option. Oh my gosh. For those of you who are new, you will hear me talk about success being your only option ad nauseum. It is so important that that is what you do. You keep your eyes on the prize, people. You keep it on. What if success is your only option? Then what? Where would you be focused? How would you be feeling? What would you be doing? Right? And so if you could take the actual manifestation out of the equation just for now, and recognize that your alignment is the indication of your success. The alignment is the indication of successful fulfilling your reason for being. Your alignment is the indication of every single thing you want. And that alignment is in the emotional joy that you feel. It's the emotional joy you want to reach every day. You want to maintain this as best you can every single day. This is the measurement we're looking for. And when you understand this is how we create, not by our action, action follows alignment. Otherwise, all of the action in the world is a big waste of time, or it will be a big, big struggle for you. But the measurement we're looking for is our alignment. It is our alignment first, foremost, and always. And then everything you're looking for would start to show up in your current reality. You will be inspired to take the actions, but the actions come after the alignment. Most people have this backwards. They're getting into action before they're aligned. And as I like to say, it's like pushing a wet noodle uphill going nowhere fast. And then you wonder why things aren't working for you. So this is the measurement. Okay, you guys, you're getting this? It is your alignment first and foremost. But you cannot get the manifestation ahead of understanding the power of your alignment. Okay, I love that, Rachel. Success is your only option. Absolutely. Isn't that good to know? Isn't that good to know that it's about your alignment? I know for some people, this thought can be really exciting. And for other people, it can feel very scary because that means you are responsible for you. You are responsible for everything that's happening in your life and in your business. And now, if you're feeling like it's scary, then that will have it feel hard, right? But it's actually the opposite. It's not hard when you do things in order, which is energy first, okay? So if you create your own reality and all your power is in your present moment, which is where you're focused, how does that work? It goes right back to law of attraction. And the misunderstanding that we are using the law of attraction, or we are applying the law of attraction in our businesses and in our lives. That's like saying we are using the law of gravity, right? We are not using the law of gravity. We're not applying the law of gravity in our lives. It is. The law of gravity is, whether you focus on it or not, right? The law of attraction is. And whether you understand that or not, it is. You never hear people say, well, I've been applying the law of gravity. They don't say that. They don't say that. So when they say things like they've been using the law of attraction or they're applying the law of attraction, and I say that, I am guilty of doing that very thing. It's just not accurate, any more accurate than it is to say that you are using the law of gravity or you're applying the law of gravity. Okay. So many people I hear sometimes they say, well, the law of attraction is not working for me. Oh, it's working, honey. It's working. You just may not be attracting what you want, but you are always attracting, guys. You're always attracting. It's like there is no off switch, just like there's no off switch with the law of gravity, right? So whatever you're focused on, you're going to be creating more and more situations similar to that. So it's always working. That's why we want to be conscious and intentional and deliberate about where we're putting our focus. And we always want to be focusing on what we want, the outcome we want, in spite of what might be going on around you. Okay, because what's happening is the law of attraction is responding to your emotions. That is your vibration. All right. So if what you're getting is different than what you want, that just means what you're getting in terms of your emotions or how you're feeling is you're feeling something you don't want. You're focused on something you don't want. You're not feeling the way that you want. So if you're feeling out of alignment about something, usually it's something like our bank account or not enough clients, then you get out of alignment with your manifestation of those things, right? A bank account with money in it, clients that are coming, and you keep recreating that over and over and over again with your focus. Your focus, rather than putting your focus on the vision of what you want, you are observing the circumstances as they are. You're observing what is, right? So this is what we are taught to do. We need to face reality. We need to look at what's going on right now. Well, yes, we want to be responsible in that way, but we don't stay focused on what's not working. We say, okay, this isn't working. What do I want instead? And that's what you focus on, right? Remember, whether it's in your current reality or not, if it is in your current reality, that is evidence of where you are energetically right now and where you've been in the past. It's actually your past, because everything gets created first energetically before it's created in the physical world. So if something's already found its way into the physical world, then that is energy from your past. Okay. It's just feedback from your past. And you know it based on the evidence around you, but also based on how you feel. But if you can take manifestation out of the equation just for a little while, and just focus on the emotional response that you're getting, then and only then will you finally come to understand which things you're focused on and which thoughts are giving you ease and which are creating angst within you. Make sense? So you've got to learn how to tap into your inner guidance and know when you're tapped in and when you're not. And it becomes painfully obvious in pretty short order when you are out of alignment, because it doesn't feel good, right? So when you have a desire and you believe your desire, there's no resistance in your energy. I have this desire and I believe in it, and I'm in eager anticipation of having that happen or having that show up, right? That tells you you are aligned energetically. It tells you you are tapped in to your inner guidance because it feels good, because there's no resistance, even though it's not here yet. There's no resistance. And that means you're offering a signal that your inner guidance, your source energy, the universe, whatever you call that, also in other words, it is being delivered to you based on how you're feeling. So if you are feeling aligned, if you're in eager anticipation, even if it's not here yet, even if you don't know how, even if you don't know when, but you've just decided this is the way it will be for me. I've decided success is my only option, even if I don't see the way yet. And you feel that alignment, it must be delivered to you. It must be. And it's going to give you that emotional response that feels good as feedback to let you know, yes, you are right on track. You are on track. And in every case, the manifestation is fast on the heels of what you want. And when you want it and believe it, it is. It is. All right. Vibrationally, it already is. And you know that based on how you feel. It's a done deal. See, this is when we know it's a done deal. What we do is we question it until we see it in the physical manifestation, right? But the physical manifestation lags behind until your belief catches up with your desire, okay? Most people are weighing the pros and the cons. They're weighing the pluses and the minuses. They're talking about what they want, but at the same time they talk about what they want, they're noticing what they don't want or that it's not here. And that's what puts that crimp in the hose of your creation. So thinking about what you want, but you're noticing the absence of it is what's keeping your vibration in this point of attracting. It's not here yet, but I don't have it. I can't see it. And so what do? You keep recreating. Okay, let's show her it's not here yet. Let's show him it's not here yet, right? That it's not available because they can't see it, right? So just know whatever you're focused on and the thoughts you have, you are saying yes to that. So if you're saying, I don't like not being with money, then say, yes, you don't like not having money. And therefore you keep recreating not liking not having money. Make sense? Everything you think about it that way. You're saying yes to it. And so you really want to shift that focus. There's nothing to be afraid of. And if you find yourself in that way, we all do it. It's called the human connection. I mean, the human condition, right? But you just notice it. You become aware. Just the fact that you become aware when you haven't been aware up to this point will start to make a difference as well. So there's nothing to be afraid of. It's just notice, all right, so I'm noticing that I'm focused. It's not here yet. I've never had it. Why do I think I can have it now? And I'm saying, yes, I want that situation, that circumstance over and over again. Wait a minute. No, I don't. Every moment is a new beginning. It's another one of my favorite phrases to use. Every moment is a new beginning. Everything is liquid. Nothing is in concrete. That's the good news. And if you are like most people, and we do all do this, is when you are observing your current reality, then you are leaning into the direction of what's already manifest, and then keep recreating that over and over again, rather than envisioning the not yet manifested, but the positive expectation creation. Okay, that's where you want to be. I'm positively expecting this creation. It's feeling optimism. It's about being in eager anticipation. It's about being passionate about what could be, rather than looking at what you currently see if that's not what you want, right? Creation is about emotion. It's about feeling the vibration. It's feeling that eager anticipation of something that you want, but it's also about being willing to take your focus off the reality that is, and that can be a challenge since it is in our face, right? The low bank balance is real. The lack of clients is real, right? And it's so vivid because you can see it in full color and you're observing it with all your physical senses, right? So seductive. It is so seductive. And it holds you right where you're observing it because you're offering a vibration and an emotional response to something that you're observing rather than the vision of what you want. And you're observing something that isn't wanted, right? So shifting from observing to envisioning and feeling what that's like to have things the way you prefer them to be. This is your practice. And I say, keep it light, make it a game, but be in that eager anticipation of what that would be like. Really, really get into the feeling place, get into the vibration, get into the imagination of it. This is how we create. It happens in our imagination. It happens with our thoughts. It happens with the emotional response to those things, right? And this is the path to everything that you want. It is your inner guidance is right there with you. It is calling you forth. It already is experiencing the fullness of what you are wanting. And it's doing that relentlessly. And it is calling you forth to it. So as you get into the vicinity of that, then you start to think, well, maybe this could be possible. Wow, okay, so that makes me feeling a little bit better. Other people who have been in my situation have done it. So if they can, of course, so could I. That feels better. Do you see you start to begin to open a door? The door begins to open to what you want, and in you'll come. And usually, unfortunately, it's just for a moment, because what do? Into the door we come, and then we turn right back around and we observe what is again. So you need to know the signs that you are right there. You need to know when you feel joy, when you feel happy, when you feel even just content in the moment. You don't need to be in full ecstasy and enthusiasm, although of course those are good things too. But you're aligned with your vision when you're feeling at peace with it, when you're feeling content, when you are feeling an eager anticipation, when you're feeling joy, when you're feeling happy. You don't need to be in full-on ecstasy, okay? And when you feel eager or interested or even curious, you are in the process of moving what you want from energy to physical reality. And since the manifestation doesn't come until after then, you hold yourself in this pattern for a while. You keep looking at what is, it's almost like, I remember the analogy of we plant the seeds and we think, are they going to grow? And then we dig it all up to see if they're growing or not. Well, that's what we do. We're observing what is rather than envisioning the plant that's about to be, right? That's what we do. And you're so close. We get so close. Another great analogy is you're wanting a cup of tea. So you put the water on to boil and you wait and you wait and you wait. And then it's steaming and it's steaming. And just before it comes to the boil, you think, and then you turn off the stove. And then you say, but I really want that cup of tea. So you turn it back on. You turn the water back on and you wait and you wait and you wait. And then just about the time it's about to boil, you turn the stove off again or the burner off, right? And that's what we do. So this is, hey, Diane, good to see you. So this is why it's very important that you start to practice holding your vision for what you want. I love that. Keep your eyes on the prize, not on what's going on around you. That's okay. That's just history. That's past. And now, as you start to put your focus on what you want and you get better and better and better at it, at the same time, start to look at the evidence that things are shifting and things are starting to show up for you, right? So be careful of definitive statements like, well, nobody has a perfect relationship, or as badly as I want to be wealthy, it's other people can do that, but not me. Or you might have some limiting beliefs that need to be brought up into the light and nipped in the bud. Things like all wealthy people are bad or greedy or whatever. Okay. Because that is what you create in your reality. You will create a reality where everybody around you who has tons of money, you'll hear about how greedy they are or how underhanded they are. And you've just attracted that little bit of evidence because that's vibrationally where you are. So that's what you're going to see more of, right? The minute you begin to see that doesn't have to be the way and that you know that you can have money and be spiritual. Oh my God, one of the biggest limiting beliefs that is like, you can't be spiritual and be wealthy. Of course you can. In fact, being spiritual and being wealthy just gives you the ability to get out there and be the bigger catalyst and the ripple effect in the world to make that big impact and that difference that you're here to make, right? And there are so many who are creating highly successful businesses. They're building beautiful relationships. They are recovering from deathly illnesses. And law of attraction is consciously and deliberately being used by people all over the planet who are coming into vibrational alignment with who they are, the fullness of who they are as they focus forward, as they lean into what feels good for them, whether it's in their reality yet or not, whether it's in your reality yet or not. Be the visionary you were meant to be, not the observer. You never came in to this physical world. None of us did just to observe. We came in to be the visionaries of what we want to see, what we want to experience, and what we want to create. But you only get to see what you believe. You only get to see where your vibration is reflecting. So the world you are experiencing is only your version through your rationalizing, through your observing. Usually, well, it is based on your beliefs, not even just usually. The good news is when you have a powerful desire, and I know almost every single one of you in this community has powerful desires. You're here to make a difference. You know you're here to make a difference, and you get to be highly successful at the same time. And those desires come from the core of who you are. You don't wake up in the morning saying, what would I like to desire today? No, they come through you. Those desires are coming from the fullness of who you are, from your higher self, from the greater, broader, wiser, all-knowing you, from source energy, which means the reality of those desires is already in existence energetically. It's already in existence vibrationally. We'll talk about the quantum field. I have talked in the past about that. We'll talk more about that. Oops, I'm knocking my mic around in another session. But just know that this is how it happens. And we are all extensions of source energy. We are all extensions of that energy. Who you really are is joy. It is love. It's enthusiasm. It is creativity. And when you feel frustration, or if you feel any of those other negative emotions, it just means you're off your own vibration of truth. You just fell off your truth, right? You just put a crimp in the hose so that flow couldn't happen. But your core is your greater self, your inner guidance. And if that's not happening for you, it means you're most likely tuned into things that have happened in the past that you didn't want. You're buying into that. Or you're focused on the stagnation of something. Maybe you've been stagnant around something for a while. And so you just keep observing that rather than saying, oh, okay, well, that was from the past. Let's do something different now. Let's focus on what we do want and get excited about that, right? So you're not tuned into your true self when you are observing those things, when you're thinking those limiting beliefs. And you have to have access. You have to open up to the energy of your true self in order to open the floodgates to your success and to money and to health and to relationships and to the joy of life that is waiting for every single one of us. It is right here. It's right here. But vibrationally, it's kind of like the radio, right? You're on, 97.1 AM, and your truth is 99.9 FM. It's like, we're not on the same wavelength, right? That's what we've got to do. We've got to stop that. We've got to start focusing on here. And that focus is what brings you up into this vibration. It connects you to your true self. That's how we do it. It's so simple. It's hard to get our minds around. It really is, because we've been taught to look at what is. We've been taught to react to what's not working, right? We've got to stop taking score, by the way, based on what your current reality looks like. If you're taking score, well, this is my life and this is just the way it is. It's not that just the way it is that is creating your life. It's the fact that you keep observing it and declaring that you keep recreating it over and over and over again. So rather than doing that, stop. Start tuning into your inner guidance, who knows what you want better than you do. It's already living it. And it's wanting us to live it in our physical world. Our work is to accept the reality that our desires are already made manifest energetically. They're all there. All possibilities and probabilities are available to us in the quantum field. It's already there. Are we aligned with that? Right? So our work is to accept that our desires are already made manifest energetically. They're just waiting to become manifest in this physical reality, and focus on the vision of what's wanted for the sake of feeling good. That's it. Not for the sake of having it created. Just, I want to feel good, because your true measure of success is in your joy, not your bank account, not your education, none of that stuff. Your true measure of success is in your joy, in your feeling good. And if that was the only thing we ever focused on, everything else in our lives would work themselves out. But of course, we don't do that, because we look around and we see what we see, and then our limiting beliefs come up and our gremlins raise their ugly heads, all of that stuff, right? And yet this is our focus. How long, in fact, I would give this as your play work today, is to see how long can you go through your day feeling good. And if you fall off, that's okay. You just be aware of it, and then you pick yourself up, and then you shift over to feeling good again. Set up a little alarm on your phone. Every time it goes off, check in. How am I feeling? That's another way of doing it. Just the fact that you're bringing it into your awareness will start to create changes for you. But most people don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing that's keeping them out of alignment with what they want, because they're used to observing what is. They're so used to doing what they're doing right now. They don't even realize that they're doing it. It's kind of like a fish in water, right? They don't realize they're being skeptical. They don't realize they're being pessimistic rather than being optimistic. They just think this is just the way it is. It's kind of just the waters they navigate. And that fish doesn't realize it's in water. It's just the way it is. And unfortunately, in that case, those disconnected negative feelings feel normal. They're just so used to being pessimistic that just feels normal, right? And so the other thing, yes, Diane, absolutely. And the other thing is you cannot compare your path to anyone else's. You've got to stay in your own lane, focus solely on you and what you want and how you feel, actually how you want to feel in relationship to how you felt in the past or how you can feel. Okay. So what happens is if you're feeling good and you're still not getting what you want, this is where people get tripped up. They say, I'm feeling good, but it's not here. Well, they just said, I'm feeling good, but, and then they observe again instead of holding to the vision, right? And you got to understand, it's not about the thing, is it here yet? It's about just, I want to feel good. And everything we want is because we think that having it will have us feel good, right? So just feel good. Just look at, how can I feel better? How can I feel better and better and better until voila, it'll feel like magic. It'll feel like it came out of left field. It'll feel like you were doing actions over here to attract clients and they showed up over there. And you think, well, that wasn't, yes, it was. It was you. It was how you felt, and your greater self knows your path of least resistance to bring them in. So you have to be careful that you're not saying, well, but it didn't come this way, so therefore I didn't create it. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And if you hold it out to not have to look the way you think it should look, in this example, to bring clients in, then they will show up in many different ways that you wouldn't have even thought about, right? This happens with folks in the Enlightened Business Success Academy a lot, where it feels like, oh my gosh, I was doing these other things and all of a sudden I'm getting clients and they're calling me and they're asking me about working with me, or they're renewing, then I haven't talked to them for a while. All kinds of things start showing up, right? So just understand, feeling it better and focusing on the vision of what you want is what you need to be doing. Feeling better is what you're reaching for, because everything, absolutely everything you want is because you think you'll feel better when you have it or when you get it, right? Just that feeling better is what you need. Feeling better is what you're reaching for, because everything you think you want is for that. And that's why you've got to learn how to be in joy now, whether what you want is here yet or not. And when I say joy, I mean connection to it. It could be peace. It could be contentment. It could be eager anticipation. It could be enthusiasm. It could be for inspiration. It could be all of those positive vibrations. The negative ones tell you you've got a crimp in the hose. It's like the goodness is wanting to flow, but you've got a crimp in the hose, and that's what doesn't feel good. Like it's this built up energy, right? And so tapping into your inner guidance, trusting those feelings when you are tapped into your inner guidance. Now you're on the way to creating a business that you want. Now you're on the way to manifesting what's already available to you vibrationally and moving it into physical manifestation. When we are focused on the vision of what we want, all we're doing with the action is we're moving through time in our action steps towards something that's already been created. We're not creating it. It looks that way because we're in linear time in this physical world, right, as human beings. But what's happening is it's there. And now the inspiration and what you're doing is the moving forward towards that which is already created. And by the way, what is being created and what's already created could be you're moving towards the client said no, because that's where your focus was, right? Does this make sense? So that's why we want to get into alignment first. And alignment first, before you get into any action, make that your top priority. That and focusing on the vision of what you want, feeling really good about it, whether it's here yet or not. All right. Just want to, again, welcome all of you who are new to the Successful Spiritual Entrepreneur Group. And of course, big heart hugs and appreciation for those who have been with me for a while. We'll be back in here again with more trainings. I'm going to be putting a poll out to find out a little bit more about what you would like to know more of. Yes, Diane, alignment first, alignment in your vision, absolutely. Then let the actions carry you. When you do that, by the way, it feels so easy. It feels like the red carpet's just being rolled out in front of you. They just flow. And the minute things stop flowing, you want to check in with where am I focused and how am I feeling, right? So there you go, magnificent beings. If you know any others who might benefit from being in the Successful Spiritual Entrepreneur Group, would love to have them join us here. I'll also be sharing some ways that you can share this group with others that would be fun. We love fun. Fun is number one. Don't you ever forget it around here. And just know I will be in here doing more of these Facebook Lives, and especially as we've got to learn to ride the energy wave, especially 2021. We've got to ride this energy wave that we have right now. It's a huge opportunity, regardless of anything that's been going on in your life up to now. This is a huge opportunity to ride the wave, not get caught up in the undercurrent. So big, big heart hugs, lots of love. Bye for now.